So, the Battlefield 6 beta just ended. How was it? Did it blow my mind? Did it give me a half chub at the thought of being able to play more of it in October? The short answer is yes. Yes, it did. The long answer is hell yeah. It was so good, I almost full chubbed it the whole time. However, it's not all sunshines and rainbows. It's more of an 80 degrees, fairly humid and partly cloudy day. That is to say, it's hot, it's sweaty, and has some shit in it. Let's start by covering the first thing you see when getting on any game in the Big 2-5. A shitty Netflix menu ripoff that makes it hard to find what you want to do. Now, this isn't some big issue that bothers me so much that I'm going to not buy the game. However, it is annoying that Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 1, and Battlefield 5 all had better menus than Battlefield 6 does. However, once you remember that you are in fact playing a game and not trying to find something to watch on Netflix while you goon to pictures on Twitter and manage to load into a game, that's when the half chub of excitement starts to swell. Once the match starts and you start walking towards an objective, walking because all the vehicles have been stolen by the filthy rats of not your squad, and get into a gunfight, you will slowly begin to realize that the shotgun is the best sniper in the game, and that the shotgun is also the best gun in the game. Now, some people have valid and fair criticisms of the shotgun's performance in-game, but fuck them. That shit is hilarious to use. After you get over the shotgun-induced hard-on, you will probably venture into the wilderness of other weapon options. However, that is a journey you will have to go on alone. Because once I got to a high enough level to use the very definition of laser beam with sex appeal, the M4A1, I stopped using any of the different weapons. However, what other weapons I did use were all very fun and enjoyable. Now, let's talk about the maps they put in the beta. There's 4 of them. They are all fun. However, comma pause, they're all kind of dog shit for a Battlefield game. The 4 maps that they put in the beta are Empire State, Siege of Cairo, Iberian Offensive, and Liberation Peak. The 4 maps do also all have something in common. The smaller or larger the map, the better or worse it is. Now, I did have a good time on all 4 of the maps in the beta. However, only one of the maps was truly cream-worthy. You could even call it the peak of the beta. The Liberation Peak of the beta. Liberation Peak, also known as Sniper Bukkake amongst the more intellectual circles, is the largest map in the beta, and is the only map in the beta to allow you to use all of the vehicles. However, as the name does imply, Sniper Bukkake is the best map in the game for snipers right now. However, it's not only great for snipers, it is also the best map in the game if you want to be an engineer. The snipers on this map get plenty of long sight lines from high vantage points, so anytime you try to peek out of cover or run to an objective, you're going to see a galaxy's worth of stars, all trying to prove that they were in Dallas in 1963. However, if you main the engineer class like I do, then you're going to have the joy of a mid-sized map with plenty of vehicle spawns, both ground and air, and more cracks to hide in than sweat on a plumber. The next map we're going to bring up is Siege of Cairo. It's the second best map in the beta. Now, Cairo doesn't have any air vehicles, and the ground vehicle spawns have been pretty limited as well. But the layout of the map does lead to some intense gunfights, where tanks might be pushing down an alley or a street, and you're going to have a flock of engineers following behind it, repairing it like a pack of baby ducks. This is where the assault class truly begins to shine. Between its 2 primary weapons plus the grenade launcher, any assault class paying halfway attention can simply sneak up behind the tank and turn that flock of engineers into a pack of baby seals. Now, during the beta, people did start to realize that you could simply get on top of some of the buildings on Cairo, and that was causing a whole bunch of problems for just about everyone involved. Now, I have mixed feelings on this. On one hand, you aren't meant to go up there, and it gives you an unfair advantage, and it probably should be patched. On the other hand, I'm not a bitch, and rooftop fighting is cool, and that shit should have been in the game from the fucking start. If it isn't fixed at launch, and you need to find me, just know I will have a tent and 3 piss bottles up on those rooftops. All in all, Cairo and Sniper Bukkake are fun maps to play on, but both feel small and cramped for Battlefield maps. However, as cramped as they were the 2 bigger maps of the beta. Now it's time to bring up the 2 maps small enough you might forget you're playing a Battlefield game. The last of the Week 1 maps is Iberian Offensive, a tight map with even more limited vehicle spawns than Cairo. This map is essentially the devs edging the player base by having a few fun objectives, but not nearly fun enough so that anyone could possibly hope to finish on them. The people having the most fun on this map are definitely the supports with their ammo bags, med bags, and defibrillators. With a fair amount of building fighting, and more back alley fights than Gotham, as a medic you will always have someone to revive, and long straight paths to lay down in with an LMG. Plus, if you throw down a well-placed ammo bag, you'll be earning points faster than your average Mustang owner gets a speeding ticket. That's really all there is to say about Iberian Offensive. It's a fun map, but it's kind of small, and I wish it had more vehicles, but I'll take what I can get. If you're a fan of the more cramped fighting and tighter hallways of Iberian Offensive, our next map is going to be the map for you. No vehicles, tons of cover, more street fights than a GTA RP server. Our final and smallest map is Empire State. So, just like with Iberian Offensive, I forgot to record any footage of Empire State, and Battlefield doesn't exactly have a good map other than Empire State to represent Empire State. And I don't feel like going on Battlefield 4 and playing Operation Locker, so you get to watch Black Ops 6 gameplay instead. My bad, sorry, I'll try to be better next time. Empire State is a small, mostly enclosed map with good cover and no vehicle spawns, making it the perfect map for two specific classes. Go ahead, take a guess. What two classes are the best classes on a map with a lot of cover and no vehicles? That's right, the support and the recon. Oh, what, you thought the assault class would work here? I mean, I guess it could, if, you're intent on losing every game you play. First off, the support is pretty self-explanatory for why it's good here. But the recon, surely think I've lost it. But no, I assure you, my dear baby fielder, I know what I'm talking about. As a recon, the trick to this map is to abandon your sniper and use either the shotgun or an SMG. Use the shotgun. Then, you're going to go find a nice corner somewhere in the objective to place your motion sensor down, and then you're going to go find another spot close but not on the objective for your spawn beacon. And then finally, you're going to go sit somewhere on the objective and toss your C4 at any red dots on your minimap, and when your C4 runs out, that's what the shotgun is for. This works for every game type for this map. It works on other maps too, but not nearly as well. Actually, I take that back. It works on every map. It just does. I've used it in Rush, I've used it in Breakthrough, I've used it in Conquest. It always works. There's really no reason not to use the recon kit with the C4, the motion sensor, and a shotgun. It just always works. But, back to the topic at hand. Empire State. Is it a fun map? Yes, incredibly so. Is it a good Battlefield map? No, not really. But that doesn't really matter, because again, like I said, it is fun. I expect there to be more normal Battlefield maps in the game at launch. This just isn't one of them. But it is still incredibly fun if you know how to play it right. After all is said and done, I am maintaining a pretty solid half chub that I hope to bring up to completion in October at release. Was the beta perfect? No, not even close. Was the beta the best Battlefield game I have played in years? Yes, 100%. It was the best Battlefield game to come out in a very, very long time. So, to end out, I hope to see you all in October with your honey packs and your blue chew, joining me in gooning on what could be the best shooter in years, and definitely the best Battlefield in years. Hey, Editor Tanction here. I noticed something while I was doing this. The new class icons are terrible compared to, like, the old Battlefield 4 class icons. Here, I'll show you what the old ones look like real quick. See, isn't that way better? Like, way more clear, at least with the sniper. Like, the medic's easy, right? But, like, damn, that's just, it's sad. Alright, well, I'm kind of out of things to talk about. I guess one more thing to bitch about is sometimes your equipment doesn't deploy. Like your motion sensor, your anti-tank mine, or your spawn beacon. Sometimes they just don't fucking deploy. Kind of weird, but whatever. It's not really that big of a deal. This is the end of the video. I have no idea how to wrap this video up. I'm actually just talking right now so that there continues to be a little bit of noise while I stretch this out to 10 minutes. We got like, what, 20 seconds left? Probably a little bit more. I can't fucking count. So yeah, that's really it. I don't really have much more to do. I guess I could just let you guys watch the last like 30 seconds of this footage. And just kind of see how it goes. We're just going to stretch this to 10 minutes. You don't have to watch this part of the video. There's nothing going on here, I swear. Definitely no, like, tax evasion or federal crimes or anything like that. You know what? Speaking of federal crimes, actually, tell me about your guys' like, favorite conspiracy theories. Dude, I love conspiracy theories. They are hilarious to me. Like, the whole, like, sovereign citizen thing, I think those people are insane. But, like, that's another thing. The whole, like, the moon being fake or just, like, not real at all. That's another one. So yeah, what are you guys' like favorite conspiracy? Oh, that's 10 minutes. I'm done here. Bye, guys.